It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
7. Welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud, here with Scooter Scott Kellys.
Whoop, whoop.
Tried to get me.
I did.
Barely.
I
was
did.
on top of it. I was ready.
How are you today?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to start the day.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You're using my line and slogan.
It's a good one.
Ready to start the day. You didn't float away.
I didn't float away. You didn't float away. I tell you what.
No.
What's with the weather?
No, and I will say, we got a lot of rain, and I know I mentioned this a little bit yesterday, and a lot of people that were devastated, Hardy.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of areas around that got flooded out. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
We kind of missed one of the rounds of rain that they thought was coming. And I know they were talking about the Calico Rock being like 37 feet, which has been the highest it's been since 2008. Ended up only going to 28.8. I think is where it crested. So
Yeah.
there was some pluses. I know it's hard for those that did get flooded out to look at the plus side, but it could have gotten a whole lot worse than what it was.
Yeah. West Plains, see them
Yeah.
pictures and video of over there by Moreland Shell Ford?
Yeah. My daughter tried to get home Saturday,
Yeah.
and everywhere she went, it was closed. Hardy, of course, was closed, and Strawberry River, and then she was told that part of Batesville, so they ended up just coming back going home on Sunday. But yeah, it's sad. A lot of people got hit. She was driving back and over by Black Rock. You're familiar with that, outside of Hardy. She said there were subdivisions all underwater.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to clean up.
Yeah.
All of it. Any kind of weather-related damage that you get. Mother Nature, she does what she wants.
Yep.
Yep. So,
Can't
but you're
control
right. You're right. It could have been a lot worse.
It could have. And I know for some people who, it's devastating enough, and I really, my heart goes out for you, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, the waters will recede and the cleanup will begin, and everybody, I guess a few months from now, maybe even sometimes a year from now, they'll be back to normal. I know some of the people that got hit in the tornadoes last year, Salesville and Briarcliff and Yellville, they're still working on their places.
Oh, yeah.
We sold a camper to one couple that lives over northwest of Yellville, and they're still working on their house because they're doing it themselves. But
Got it. Gotcha.
she was telling the story about she was down in the basement that has a basement, and the tornado was lifting the roof up, and she could see up through the staircase, she could see the roof coming up and the separation between the wall. Yeah, between the wall and the roof line, because it was raising it up and then it slammed back down and raised back up. Yeah, it didn't tear it off, but it caused so much damage, it's an entire gut of the inside. All of the drywall, because they got to get to the studs and reattach the studs to each other. Drive out the nails, and yeah. So they're going to stay in that camper while they're working on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But a lot of people do that. A lot of people come in.
Well, we moved here, me and my wife, and we didn't originally know where we wanted to be, what we wanted to do. But I didn't want to rent and waste money, so that's where we bought a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
And right after we got married, we spent almost a year in a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were newly married, it was, it's tighter quarters in a lot of homes and stuff like that, but it was great.
We can do
I
it.
liked it.
Well, and now you have so many different RV parks that have popped up that if you don't like this one, you can move over to that one. But as long as you're a people person, you don't really find an unhappy camper.
No.
So,
and some of these parks are getting elaborate. I mean, there's nice swimming pools and all this stuff to do, and
yeah. So it's something to think about. But people that live out on the road, traveling nurses and
Oh, yeah.
pipeliners, and they have their own RV, and there's parks that spring up around the area where they're working, and they stay in those instead of staying in hotels, because it's a little more impersonal being in a hotel, even if it's got, a kitchenette and stuff, but you're still in a hotel. At least with an RV, it's yours, it's your place, and you don't have to move your stuff out every time, pack the bags. It's already in there, so kind of neat. But yeah, I
do need to make a comment.
Yeah.
I do need to wish my wife a happy 29th anniversary. It's today.
Very cool. 29.
29.
Wow. Very good. Happy anniversary.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Not sure what we're going to do.
Trade her in for a new one.
I always told her when she turned 40, I was going to trade her in for 220s. No. By the time I hit 40, I couldn't handle 220s.
No. I was definitely going there with that.
Yeah. No, I married up. I ain't trading in.
No way.
No way.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, 29 years.
Yeah. Very good.
Been good.
Yeah. Secretly, she's tired of you, but she's going to keep you around.
It's not secret. I know.
No, that's really cool. Are you guys going to do anything?
I don't know yet. We really hadn't talked about it.
You kind of, after that many years, you've done everything. It's kind of like, I'll take you out to dinner.
Well, and then next year's, that's the 30. That's the
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you're going to have an all-out party and invite everybody and shake the house down.
There you go.
Right.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. 30 years. That's cool, though. Glad to hear
It's neat.
Very much so. We better start the show.
Yeah, you're running way over. You're already 7 minutes in.
I think you talked probably 6 minutes and 30 seconds of that.
Oh. Here we go.
Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. They're still a non-for-profit 501c3. There has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. I'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, as Scooter and I talked about those affected by the weather, we know you're bringing people together to help them, find them a place to stay, find them the right people to help rebuild, and just watch over them, let them know everything's going to be okay. Watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1771 and ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one, you need a day off, they can help you with that. As Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
Yep, recharge them batteries.
Yep.
It's okay to.
It is.
Yeah. Give Hospice of the Ozarks a call, 870-508-1771. Now we'll hear a word from our sponsors, the Z-Team, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show, the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadoro of Century 21 Lemac Realty. For all your real estate needs, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and this beautiful view of the White River. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Seen Linda posted a picture of it, or maybe it was a live view. Can you do that through Facebook? Could she put that on there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And it had the smoke on the wall.
Butter.
You missed it. It's okay. I got it for you. But really cool. I mean, different weather conditions. You come to their website at retiredarkansas.net and find this beautiful view of the White River and Cotter, Arkansas. Scooter talked about the other day, you get these storms coming in with lightning. Oh, man.
Oh, it's awesome to
stretching
watch.
across the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked cool. And this is on their website 24/7. And you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. There you go, the Z-Clips. That is the second view that you can, there you go. You can watch as it moves in and out different areas. And the thing has some zoom power, buddy. It'll zoom in. You see off to the left that little hump in the sky, that Scooter Mountain. It'll eventually turn into that and darn near zoom all the way into it. It's really cool. But go to retiredarkansas.net if you're looking to buy or sell a home. Give Linda Zadora a call, 870-405-0793. And you can chit-chat with her. Maybe you've been thinking about selling your house and you're not really sure what it's worth. She can help you with that. Prices are still good. You can still, if you bought it, 10 years ago, you can make some money on it. You know what I mean? But maybe you're just looking for a different home for the right time of your life. You got kids. Now you need something with extra space. Maybe it's time to downsize. You're a senior and all the kids have moved away and now you just want something a little bit more manageable, and they can help you with that. Give the Z-Team a call, 870-405-0793.
There goes the boat fishing.
There it goes, making us jelly. One day.
I'll take you fishing.
Okay. Bye, buddy. Which was the Bassmasters tournament? The anglers that were in?
That was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
That was this past weekend?
Yes. And they were only able to fish Thursday.
Oh.
Ended up being a one day.
Wow.
They postponed Fridays to Saturday, and then when Saturday got hit, they just had to cancel. Whoever was the biggest fish on Thursday won it.
Dang. Sorry to hear that. That's a shame. Wow, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That looks beautiful. Bright, sunshiny day. It's about time. Let's take a look at the weather and see what we've got. Mountain Home, it's 36. Harrison at 37. Oh, I didn't press play. There we go. Harrison at 37. Batesville at 41. Yellville at 39. Marshall at 36. Salem at 34. Mountain View at 36. Calico Rock at 36. West Plains, Missouri at 34. Springfield at 29. Poplar Bluff at 39. And St. Louis at 31. You know, I thought we were done seeing the 30s, Scooter. Did you speak this into existence?
Told you it wasn't over yet.
It's not over yet. April showers bring May flowers, buddy. Mine are starting to bloom, so I believe winter's past us, but we're still getting frost advisories and cold. National Weather Radar shows activity off the East Coast. It looks like some in Montana and Washington. The central part of the United States, though, finally, it's in the clear. Because I tell you what, right here has been hammered. Arkansas, Missouri. I can zoom in, but you can see there wasn't anything. There we go. Yeah, it's looking real nice, Clark. Watches and warnings. See, look at this. Let's get to the right color. Frost advisory across all of North Arkansas. And you have a freeze warning in most of Missouri. Isn't that amazing? Crazy. But then you have flood advisories, it looks like, over most of Kentucky, parts of Tennessee, parts of Arkansas. You can see all the rivers and probably streams. They're still full of water. 7-day forecast. Now until 9 a.m., we have a frost advisory. Today we have frost then sunny, high of 59. Tonight it's clear, low of 40. We got Wednesday, sunny and a high of 72. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low of 49. Thursday, sunny, a high of 73. Thursday night, we're mostly clear, low of 44. Friday, sunny, high of 63. And Friday night, mostly clear, low of 39. Let's see what the temps will be Saturday. 67 and 47. Sunday, 77 and 58. So, get some nice 70s weather. Pollen count today, wow, tree pollen is very high. They're forecasting tomorrow and Thursday to be very high. Grass pollen moderate throughout the Thursday. So Norfolk Lake water levels at 568.71. It is 16.71 feet above full pool, and they are
Was that a 14-foot climb since
from when we were talking last? Yeah. And they're not generating any right now. Sure, they'll open the spillway gate. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 665.29. Level is 6.29 feet above full. Not as much.
Not as big of a jump.
Yeah, and they're generating 3. That's a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net. Find their listings, their MLS listings, those beautiful views of the White River, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. With that, we're going to take a break, come back with community news, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life, while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You can't miss them. See orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands. Buddy, they've got the equipment stretched from one end of the lot to the other.
Yeah, you're not going to miss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, this is the beginning of the season, spring. Everybody's looking at their new implements and their new tractors and everything going into springtime, going for the summer. So, yeah, they've stocked up.
Yep. I keep seeing big rig trucks go by with skid steers and tractors and whatever else on the back of it. And because they're out my way, I'm like, I know where they're going. They're going.
And if anybody hadn't driven out that way in a while, and if you're looking at tractors and into that stuff, they've got construction equipment, everything, and they've got it from one end to the other.
That's right. So whatever you need, go by and see them. Give them a call, 870-425-3434. Go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com. But better yet, just go by and see them in person. Talk about what you need. They'll show you different levels of tractors, I guess. And some of them, they work a little different. The New Holland Kubota, they're going to put a pedal different here or there. I don't know. But
There are some differences.
there's some
between them.
differences. Yeah. See what fits your needs. They can help you with that. Let's see. Community news. Cast for Kids, McKay Park, presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, April 12th. So that's coming up this weekend. And Cast for Kids is an event designed for children with special needs. Events are free for children to attend, and all children leave with their very own fishing equipment. Children must be accompanied by their parent or guardian for the entire event. For more information, you can contact Denver and Christy West. You can email mckaypark@castforkids.org. Give them a call at 870-632-9498. We're pretty close to the event, so hopefully they've got all the volunteers they could need. But maybe you want to go out and just hang out and maybe help them out if they need it. You can become a shore volunteer by registering here. You can register your child here. They were looking for about 20 children.
Yep.
So we're not sure exactly where they're at right now, but you could be trying
I'll
to
call
register.
over there and find out.
Yeah. And so you can see here, they get fishing equipment. There's going to be lunch provided, awards, just a good time for the family. Very good. All right, let's see what else we got. The Second Amendment Legacy Foundation is having their fundraising banquet Friday, April 18th at 5:30 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. It's located at 1507 Fairground Drive here in Mountain Home. If you need tickets, call Joanne at 870-424-3535 or call Bo at White River Firearms at 870-402-9002. There'll be a dinner, auctions, guns, raffles, and family fun while supporting the shooting sports and ensuring the survival of Second Amendment traditions for generations to come. So it'll be good family fun if you like firearms. Let's see. Here's some events at the Alley White Post, Unit 52, American Legion. April 9th, they're going to have a blood drive at the Legion from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can call 1-800-733-2767 or visit redcrossblood.org to enter. It'll be the ALH 52 to schedule an appointment. Let's see, April 14th, the second Monday dinner at the Post from 4 to 6 p.m. It'll be lasagna night, and it's $10 for adults, $5 for kids 5 through 12, and under 5 eat free. It is dine-in only. Excuse me. April 26th, monthly pancake breakfast at the Legion, 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. All you can eat pancakes, sausage, biscuit, and gravy, coffee, and orange juice. $8 for adults, $4 for kids 5 through 12, under 5 free. World War II, Korean veterans, military in uniform, LEO, EMTs in uniform eat free. So some good food events, a blood drive. Let's see, Mountain Home Bomber Football Youth Camp at Bomber Stadium for 5th, 6th, and 7th grade athletes. There'll be a free t-shirt provided by the locker room. Bring your cleats, water, and athletic wear. That'll be at 5:30 to 7 p.m. April 16th through 17th. You can email SARYSRE@mhbombers.com with questions. Oh, here's some more food. Bob Davis Veterans Center here at 421 East 9th Street in Mountain Home is having their pancake breakfast April 12th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. All you can eat pancakes served with eggs, sausage, hash browns, biscuit, and gravy. $10 per plate. For more information, call Joanne at 870-404-6556. Food galore. Annual plant sale Saturday, April 26th at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 9 a.m. Close when the plants are sold. And Scooter, he can't say this enough, be in line.
Yes.
Be in line because it goes fast. So usually it says doors open at 9 a.m., usually done by 10 a.m. So he's right. For more information, go to baxtercountymg.com. You can join their meetings throughout the month, and it looks like they'll have one April 10th with Lauren Cannon. She's a Bachelor of Science and Master of Education manager at Ponca Nature Center for the Arkansas Game and Fish. That'll be good. The Mountain Home Military Service Sisters have their meeting April 25th at noon at Skipper's Restaurant. And we have the Baxter County Veteran Benefit Fair, Friday, May 9th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds Educational Building. A light lunch is provided, vendors, door prizes, and a Vive Power Chair giveaway will also be there. And Scooter, if you don't have anything, then that's our community news.
Enoch's here.
Enoch's here. Well, hello, my good man. How are you?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Doing real good. All right. That's it. That's community
That's
news.
it.
Brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We're going to take a break and come back with the LC Sammons Youth Center, Mountain Home Parks and Recreation. We're going to have Enoch and Andrew talking about all the things.
All right.
All right.
Be right back.
Okay.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Enoch and Andrew, Mountain Home Parks and Recreation, LC Sammons Youth Center. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we very much enjoy having you guys on. You're fun.
I thought you guys would have been done with this by now.
Well, we are getting close. I wasn't going to say that out loud, but
we get on the air and Scooter walks away. So
he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
He's like, I got it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got my good side.
Good stuff. If you want to get my good side, I better turn around.
Well, I guess the ladies, they're off to some kind of Parks and Recreation retreat, playing golf and eating
playing
food
golf,
and having fun.
Eating gourmet meals.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Like guys not out right here.
Yeah.
So
they're out doing other things.
that's okay. What is it? It's some kind of
ARPA social.
A social, yeah.
It's
Getting
the
together
big-
with other.
Yeah, if you ever see where we, it's usually around September. If you ever see where we win awards for events or that type of deal, it's through that organization. We're part of it, and they're going there and networking with other parks professionals throughout the state. So
That's good. Finding out what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See how we stack up, how our programs are compared to theirs.
Oh, second to none.
Second
See,
to none.
Yeah, they're all
You said
finding
the
out
key
what you guys
word.
are doing.
You've said the key word of why you're not there. You said professional. That is the reason why you guys are still here.
If we'd still like to be a member of that organization, it'd be best if we were not there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let them go and network. Let them find out what other programs that those.
Plus, you
places
could
are
make
doing.
connections as far as like, hey, what are your resources? Oh, I'll give you my resources, and so there's also that part of it. Just you could share resources. They can find out, pick your brain, how you do something. I'm sure she's going to tell them how, and we'll talk about it today, how every time this guy does a talking turkey or game calling or something, how 3 weeks before registration's over, he's got to shut it down because he's met capacity. So I know we're not the only place in Arkansas who could benefit from having those kind of programs. So
True.
I'm sure she'll spread the word about that and stuff. So it's a good thing. It is.
Yeah. Very good. Well, and speaking of your talking turkey, today, April 8th, your class is full. You're ready to go?
Full up. Yep. When did I get my calls in? 2 weeks ago or so?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I already did a practice run of putting one together, and I've been having to practice on it about every day to make sure it
Several
works.
times a day.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's working.
I see turkeys out in the parking lot now, calling so many of them.
You didn't bring one with?
No, I didn't bring one with.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I should.
You should have.
I don't know. The people at home may have got annoyed with me too. I know the people in the office have. So.
Listen, I don't hunt, and so, but he's got this one, and he should have brought at least that one. I call it the Amish Swiss Army knife.
Really?
So it's what is it? It's an all-in-one wooden call.
Yeah, it's set up. If you know anything about turkey calls, it's a box call. But in that box call, it also has a hooter built into it, like an owl call, a crow call, and then I think, like I was telling him yesterday, I think it's supposed to be a woodpecker call. I'm not really sure.
Thing's awesome.
But it's Amish made,
Yeah.
My cousin here several years ago got it because he knows I like to turkey hunt, and it's like a 4-in-1 call. So
that's pretty neat.
Wonder what a woodpecker call is like. Is it?
That's what I thought.
I thought it was funny.
Well, it's not where they're actually drilling into the tree. It's
their actual chirp or whatever they do.
Yeah, that
tweet
real loud.
Yeah.
You've heard it in the woods. I ain't gonna try to attempt it, but
yeah, like that.
That's it.
Which when I was walking at the park, I heard the woodpecker hitting the tree, but it never did make a sound. I think it was just looking for.
Oh, they're loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than them drilling into a tree looking for a grub, they're loud when they do their little call.
Wow.
So
yeah.
A lot of times turkeys gobble to it, so I guess that's why that's built into that call.
Yeah.
But no, it's neat. Enoch got a kick out of it. So
it's awesome. It's the Amish Swiss Army knife. I'm telling you, that's pretty slick.
That's cool.
But no, I brought that for my class tonight. Just kind of showcase the different ways, and there's a whole bunch of different ways and methods of trying to talk some turkey, and that's just one of them. So
will they be making their own?
Yeah. We're going to be making slate calls. They call them pot calls. It's a little. The reason they're called that, it's got a little wooden, and it can be all different types of wood. I think these are walnut, but it's got like a walnut little pot, and then it's got a little soundboard that goes in it, and then your material that goes on top that actually makes the sound. So they have a piece of round slate that glues down in there, and then you use your striker, and that can be a different kind of wood too. But we're going to put all that together, and then they'll be able to take those home.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Yep, thanks to Hobbs Motor Company, we were able to buy all that stuff, and the class was completely free. And like I said, it's full up, so I guess people were interested.
Very cool. Well, thank you to Hobbs Motor Company for sponsoring.
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah, we have a lot of A lot of good businesses
yeah.
and individuals that sponsor y'all
we
with
really
your
do.
events. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably couldn't do 80-90% of what we do if it wasn't for the way the community pulls together.
Yeah.
Not just volunteers, but businesses just saying, how much does it cost? All right, let's do it. And they just send us a check.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
So we
Very
love
good.
that, yeah.
Well, and then you have people like Scooter over here, which likes to volunteer his time. And he'll be...
I don't volunteer anymore. I'm voluntold.
He's voluntold.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the monetary donations and the supply donations, but, you know, everybody can get money back. And you can get supplies back.
Yeah.
You don't get time back. So when people are donating time, working a 40-plus hour week, their own families at home, and then giving up a Saturday instead of sleeping in and coming in and help us out there in the wind and the cold.
Right.
We appreciate the heck out of that too. So
yeah,
we do. Everybody who volunteers, Scooter, you volunteered a ton for us. We love that too. Because we don't have enough manpower to do everything we do as far as making sure every station is manned, safe, efficient. So when the community pulls together financially and then with their time, I think that's what makes Mountain Home so great, honestly. So
yeah, definitely. Well, and you have the Spring Carnival coming up, April 12th. Scooter will be there. Helping with the games on the outside.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
There's going to be 11 to 1 like usual right there at the youth center. We'll have games out in the parking lot. We'll have prize tent. We'll have volunteers everywhere. We'll have inflatables going on in the gym and face tattoos, and it's
cotton candy.
Cotton candy. We'll have
for
refreshments.
$1. That's a bargain.
That is a bargain.
You're not charging carnival rates.
We can't. No, we'll scare everybody away.
Yeah, it's $27. No.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorite events because it's really geared towards the really young.
Yeah.
You know, the really young kids, the toddlers who still get a kick out of going out there and playing silly games and stuff like that. So it's a blast, free to everybody besides a couple of concessions dollars here and there, but. If you can hear this, you see this, if you can get to it Saturday morning right there at the LC Sammons Youth Center at Cooper Park, please come. It's a great event.
Definitely. Got sidewalk art. I like all the drawings they'll do on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then rain comes through like we've had, and it just washes
We've
it
had
away.
plenty of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
More
sure.
than enough.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Easter Bunny will be there.
He normally makes an appearance.
Hop.
So bring your phone. Everybody has a camera in their pocket now. So
right.
You can you see him, you can stop and hand him your crying kid. And get that picture
smile on their face.
Get that picture. Yeah.
Or tears
or whatever it is.
Down,
just snap a picture quick and grab the kid.
Yeah.
Very
good.
It's a good time.
April 12th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, you guys used to do the Easter egg hunt, but is that ASU now? It got split up.
It's the junior auxiliary always ran. The egg hunt is always their thing, and then we just kind of like it's a perfect. Let's just
together.
You do it at the field. Let's just extend that out because honestly, I remember they average about I want to say 15 to 20,000 eggs that they put out, and you know they ring the bell at 11, and by 11:15, every egg is gone. So it's a horde of locusts. So I guess everybody figured, why have everybody come out there Saturday morning for 15 minutes and then go home when we can extend it and have a carnival? So I believe it's still at ASU as far as the Easter egg hunt. I don't know what they have going on there after that. But if you still want to trickle over before 1 o'clock to the youth center at Cooper Park and partake in our event, you can do that also. So
multiple places.
Yeah, double dip
it. Double dip it.
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's very good. Well, I know Sayer sent you a nice list.
A to-do list.
A to-do list.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that's.
Yeah, but you have an event. He has an event on there.
Let me get my list.
Get that list out.
Well, I mean, last time you all are in there was a bike club going, a women's self-defense class. You had spring break just recently. I'm sure that went down well.
It did. It went well. The numbers were great.
Enoch, what's open right now? Little Ballers?
We have Little Ballers going on right now, which is it's for 3 and 4 year olds. And so that's right now it's an 8-week program this time. And it's going to be 4 weeks of the fundamentals of soccer and then 4 weeks of the fundamentals of flag football. So, and I believe everything's going to be out there at the soccer complex because we have all that open land over there.
Perfect.
So,
yeah.
And it'll be coinciding with the other sport we have open right now, registration-wise, will be youth flag football, and that's for 5 and up.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have everything kind of at the same complex. So if you have a kid who wants to do little ballers and you have a kid who is playing U8 flag football, it's one-stop shop. You don't have to be 20 places at one time. So.
Yeah. And the fundamentals of flag football is to know where you're at on the field when you get the ball and you go to run in for a touchdown and you're not 5 yards away thinking you're in the end zone and you spike the ball.
Yeah, who does that?
Yeah, me at a 10-year-old. As a 10-year-old, it ruined me for sports. It was a traumatic
backlash. Did you get
experience.
backlash?
I was running in for the touchdown and stopped 5 yards before because I didn't know. I mean,
right.
And they came up and
yanked your flag.
Yanked my flag, and I didn't know it. And I'm all happy and threw the ball, and I've made it. And they're like, no, you didn't.
No, you're out.
It kind of reminds me of those plays you see where they're running in and right.
That happens in the
line,
NFL.
They drop the ball, celebrating.
Yeah. Celebrate. Oh,
it happens in the NFL. They throw the ball and they're about 3 yards out of the end zone, and they're still celebrating. And these guys are making millions, so you shouldn't feel bad about.
Well, I can't rewind the clock now. It already ruined my whole childhood.
I'll tell you what.
So.
We'll shave. I'll get you out there with some U8 kids.
Oh.
Just one game. You'll be a ringer for one game.
I'll have the note that says I am 12.
Just going to tell you the plate. Yes, you have a note in crayon, right?
Yeah, I am 12.
And then we're just going to run I'm just going to tell you we're going to run in the flat, which means that kid in front of you, flatten him, and then you just head to the end zone. We're going to get you that touchdown.
All the way to the end zone this time.
Yeah. All the way
zone.
To the end zone.
Yeah. I don't stop until I hear you say stop.
That's right. Yeah. Just run.
Yeah.
It's a fun league, though. I mean,
it's going to be.
We spent some money on it last season, and we got one of those. We had a coach who was like, "Hey, y'all should look into this." I believe it was Coach Schrabel who's a coach with the high school team, and he says when you go to a flag football tournament of any age, they have this kind of a clock that you can set a timer on. And so you put the ball on it and activate it. I program it for 7 seconds or whatever it is. And when they're ready to hike it, then they pull the ball off. It starts a countdown. And then it buzzes when that ball is supposed to have already been out of your hands. And then, so that's what they do at these high-end tournaments, and we have 2 of those that we use.
Yeah.
And it's made everything a lot easier out there on the fields as far as, no, he had more time or whatever the case is. That's just a flat out.
Pulls away the discrepancies.
It really does.
People get mad at the officials, and now it's like, you can't argue.
You can't argue it. That thing just buzzed.
I guess you could argue with technology, but it ain't going to get you very far.
Not far, because we set the rule as how fast that ball has to be out of your hands, and it'll buzz when it's not.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't either till that coach let me know. He was like, hey, look into this, because there was a lot of disagreements the first time we had flag football. And he was like, doesn't happen. But at least he was like, hey, this will at least fix that part of it. And it did. So that was never an argument again. So we still have those.
Yeah.
It's a fun league. Again, volunteer coaches, they get their jerseys. They're out there with flags. You're being active. You're not sitting at home playing Fortnite.
Exactly.
Just bring a lot of water. It is in the summer.
Yes.
And it's hot out there.
So you're going to want to hydrate.
Yeah, hydrate. But, yeah, we have that going on. We have little ballers. What else do we have going on? Sand volleyball.
Youth and adult.
We have youth and adult sand volleyball.
Cool.
Registration open right now. They'll play over at the sand volleyball courts over there at Clista Willette by the ball fields. We have registration going on for that. I think the youth is from 8 to 17. And then any adults will be, 18 and up. Yeah. As of right now, no adults have registered with us yet, but it's still open. So if you're interested, spread the word and come out. We'll put a schedule or something together for the adults if they want to.
Yeah. And each one of these on here has you got youth sports on your website.
Yep.
You can click on any one of these and they'll
click on any one of them, and they'll when you get to that page and hit the link or we usually link the flyer with it. So if you just click on that flyer, it'll take you to that registration sheet.
Nice.
And
there you go.
Has all the vital information needed on there, and you fill it out, and it'll take payment and everything. So
Yeah, so your 25 youth flag football deadline, May 30th. So
May
you've got
30th.
some time, yeah.
I think that's the same for the sand volleyball and the Little Ballers flag football soccer camp, because we're going to have kind of everything going at one time. So,
yeah, that is really easy. Here, I'm going to jump back here, Scooter. Right here, just go to Mountain Home Parks and Recreation on their Facebook page for the LC Salmon Juicer. I'm sure that's the same because now you've separated the two pages.
Correct.
To the Mountain Home Parks and Rec. And then it's going to take you to their website, and each one of these, youth football, you can just click on it and it takes you there. Soccer league and sand volleyball.
If registration's
Very
open, you
cool.
click it and you go.
Yeah.
One-stop shop. I feel like I'm missing something.
All the things. Well, it's 7:45. Let's take a break. You can see what you're missing. We'll come back and talk about it.
We'll do. All right.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on
It's called the Birdie.
XL7-TV.
It's called the Birdie.
We're visiting with Enoch, Pepin, and Andrew McNair. LC Salmon Juice Center, Mountain Home Parks and Recreation. So much to talk about. So much to talk about. Would you like to talk about what we talked about at break?
Yeah, so badminton.
Yeah.
You know.
People are trying to bring it back.
People are trying to bring it back. It could be on the upswing. I don't know.
Right.
But
depends on how many people say yes.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're just trying to, what's the word?
Gauge the interest.
Gauge the interest in it. So if badminton's something you think you want to see come to Mountain Home on our courts, you know, a league, however we want to do it. What are you taking pictures of?
I'm calling.
For badminton.
Yeah. Just call.
He's already in.
He's already. Yeah.
He's
Call
already,
the youth center. Ask for Sayer.
Yeah.
Sayer Whiteley. She's our. I don't know. She's got a long title, but she's our boss. She's our new boss.
Manager of Recreation and Sports.
There it is.
Is it Whiteley?
Whiteley.
I think last show I was saying Whitley.
Yeah. No, it's
and
Whiteley.
She didn't correct me.
No,
she's so nice.
She's nice. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But if you're interested, if it's something
yeah.
that you think you want to be a part of, call the youth center. Ask for Sayer, and we're kind of just gauging it. We'll tally it up and see what we can do with it. So
yeah. So if 3 people call, it's probably it.
Probably you guys can start the committee, and then y'all can take it from there and see if you can rustle up some interest. But
there you go.
know, if we have enough to get a couple of, I don't even know. You play 2 versus 2, I guess, every time. And so if we had enough to throw together a few teams and get a schedule or something going, we'll do it.
You have some fun.
Yeah,
we'll
do it. So
I can't remember the last time I played badminton. And we're talking.
I was probably not
90s.
A teenager.
90s.
Yeah, in the backyard, you pop up that little net,
somewhat net,
and you get your rackets and your birdie,
and the thing. You hit it and it goes some weird place.
And you can't control it.
And you can't control it.
Yeah. Oh, you hit it too hard and the little rubber end flies off this way.
And
the other part flies up. Yeah.
What is that off the back?
The tail feathers. The tail feathers go another direction.
And you're like,
yeah. But,
What are you going to do, Scooter? What are you going to do?
I'll put my vote in.
All right. So there's one.
Somebody
probably asked about it, so that's
2. We
two.
had a gentleman call about it, and then he had some points, and it was something where he was like, if nothing else, we know there isn't an interest for it, but it's never been offered, and he's not wrong. I've been with the city for 18 years. I've never had it come up as something that we could offer, so why not give it a shot? So
all right.
Yeah.
If you're interested in doing badminton, give the LC Sammons Youth Center a call. 870-424-7275. If you don't catch anybody, you guys got an answering machine, I'm sure. You can leave a message and say, hey, I'm in.
Yeah, well, I'm in.
All right.
Give us some info. We'll get it going.
Very good. What else you got on that list?
Kayaking.
Yeah, we covered everything, I think, other than kayaking. But it is
Which
not
went
open.
off really well the last time you did that.
It did.
Yeah, I think it's one of those programs that's just going to continue to build.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our old instructor, he moved out of the area, but I was able to find another instructor who I think is going to be just as good. But it will come open. I'll probably put out the flyer. I think I'm going to open registration about May 1st or so.
Okay.
But that's on our radar and upcoming for outdoor rec. Like I said, it was popular last year, so I'd imagine.
With the waterways that we have, if you've never floated in a kayak, you really should take a class. Just to get used to how to keep the boat straight, because different ones want to, if you stop paddling, they just want to turn on you, so you got to, and then if you flip, of how you get that flipped back over and get back on it. Yeah,
they talk about, different paddle motions you make, how to read the water, how to flip your kayak back, and our last instructor, and I've talked to this guy several times already about his knowledge and expertise in it, and he seems super knowledgeable. He's done it for a long time. I think he does a lot of like kayak fly fishing type of deal, and he works at OMTC just like our old instructor did, Ozark Mountain Trading Company down there in Cotter. So he's really knowledgeable when it comes to different kinds of kayaks and that type of deal. So that helps if you can name all the parts, because I sure can't. So I can kayak, but I don't know if I can tell you what every little piece of part and what they're for.
I couldn't either.
Because he can look at a kayak and he can tell you, and last year we had this where people brought their own, and he was like, hey, this kayak is good for this situation, but if you're wanting to do this kind of water type or whatever, you may want a little bit different one, or you know what I mean. So different kayaks have different uses, and for me, it was always I just used the one that was available. But there's fishing ones, there's whitewater kayak. There's all different kinds. So, but this one is just going to be an intro class like last year, and we're hoping to continue to build this. I'd love to make it where, we have our last instructor. He was real big into solo camping on the Buffalo in his kayak, and how he was able to pack all his stuff on his kayak, and do all the stuff just from a solo person in a kayak was able to camp on the Buffalo for 3 nights.
Oh wow!
So I'd love to expand.
He was able to pack that much.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to do that.
So
yeah,
I'd love to be able to expand this, and if the interest is there, it's just like badminton, you know. The interest is there, we continue doing it. So.
Oh, I'm sure the interest will be there for the kayaks.
Oh, in this area, we've had this discussion. In this area, you're gonna be on the water at some point.
Yes.
Like if you're living in Mountain Home, you're gonna be on the water in a vessel at some point.
Right.
And so, if nothing else, at the very least, you can learn how to at least be safe in certain situations. And these instructors are really good with the safety part of it. It's not just that, oh, let's go have fun, but they're very informative on like, okay, if you're gonna get. And if I was in a kayak, I've never been in a kayak personally. I've been on a canoe.
Well, sure.
I've never been in a kayak. So if something happened and I flipped over, I'm just like, you're just like, hey, let's flip it over and see how long he's been drowned for. I wouldn't know how to turn that kayak over.
Well, especially, you know, a lot of people think, well, I'll just get it to the bank and flip it back over.
Right.
But these instructors, at least our last one, and I'm pretty sure this one, he had said, you know, he knows all about, you know, self rolling it back over out there in the water. A lot of times you can't, like say if you're in the middle of the Buffalo down towards the rush area where the Buffalo gets big.
Yeah.
And say you're out in the middle of it and you need to flip it back over to continue to navigate that water.
Right.
You have to know how to do that.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yep.
It's
and
a
you
good,
can do it. Once you have the knowledge, you can get that flipped and get back on it.
Yeah, last year we had 9-year-olds out there that were able to flip over 10-foot kayaks in the middle. We do it there at McCabe, and they were able to flip their own kayaks back over just using that technique, which you would have never thought.
Which is great.
A 10-year-old can't pick up that kayak when they're out of the water, but when they're in it, using leverage and you know, that type of deal, they get it done.
Very good.
So
yeah, I think it'll be a good thing. It's a really affordable way to get out on the water. You don't have to go buy some expensive kayak. You can go get
there's a big variation in prices.
Big variation. So, and you know, as you find that you enjoy it more, then you can step up, maybe spend a little bit more. And that's what we did for the first 3 years. We went to Walmart and got one of them Sun Dolphins.
Yeah, I think that's what me and my wife have, is something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, they work. It just kind of depends on what you want to do with them. I mean,
Oh, it's just slow floats, you know, not for a few hours. But then we found that we enjoyed it so much, we wanted something that I would have to say is a little bit more stable, a little bit wider, a little bit longer. You know, has a little bit more room, and so that's what we did. We upgraded, went to Dunham's, and got something a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, and it makes a difference. But as long as you're controlling it with the paddle, you'll stay straight and navigate fine.
No, and a lot of them, the way they're built, you know, the sleekness or whatever, it reduces the drag, and some of them go faster, some go slower. Like you said, some are built to be more stable. It's just kind of all depends on what needs you have. So stuff we'll talk about in this class, and like I said, it'll come open May 1st.
Very good. All right. Well, we got about a minute left. Anything else she got on that list?
No, we got through the list.
We got through the list, but I'll just say this, you know, school's out, and my daughter's got a countdown going in the living room. School's out in just over a month or so.
Yes.
So, you know, it's time for parents to start thinking about, because kids are on summer vacation, parents still got to get to work.
That's right.
So if your kid is between the ages of 8 and 14 and you want a safe place for them to be where you can drop them off by 7:30 and then pick them up at 5:30, you don't have to worry about them just being, you know, we used to call them latchkey kids back in the day, but the youth center will start the process of interviewing and hiring the extra staff we're going to need for the summertime. But, you know, come to the youth center, check our website out, check our Facebook page out, come to the youth center. I always say come to the youth center.
Yeah.
Meet the people who are going to be, I always like to meet my children's teachers and come meet us all, come look at the facility, make sure it's something that your kid will want to be a part of. I promise you, even if this kid is a little skeptical about it, they'll leave with friends because all their friends from school are going to be there this summer. So, you know, it's time to start thinking. And I think $40 for a year, not a bad price.
Bargain.
Not a bad price for them to come get some summer programming. We slip a little bit of education in there, but they'll have fun and it's supervised. So
sounds good. Very good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
Very good. You all have a great day. It's going to be sunny and bright, and everything's all right. Isn't that right, Scooter?
There you go.
All right.
Scooter, it's called a birdie. It's a birdie.
You had me at badminton.
Oh, yeah. Birdie. It's a birdie.
Bye.